most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Brad, the question of the day: how can posture affect your health? You must know this. This
I
is
must.
important. Yeah, we
I
all
do
must.
know this.
All right, and so we're going to give you the answers to this in just a second. By the way, if you're new to our channel,
Mhm.
please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, you want to join us on our social media channels and to also go to our website, bobandbrad.com, because we're always giving something away. Right now, we're giving away something really cool, the Thermotex infrared heating system. This is fantastic for what ails you because it penetrates very deeply, the heat does.
Right. Works good for your back, hip, pretty much any part of your body.
Yeah,
Very
it's-
versatile.
It's also on Facebook. You can see it. It'll be pinned to the top of the page, the contest.
Say no more, Bob.
So, all right, Brad, how does posture affect your health? Let's talk about it. We'll go like from the neck down
Sure.
so we can show you.
Mhm.
One thing is if you have head forward posture, which is very common.
Yeah.
So what happens when you do that, Brad, do you mind doing it once?
Yeah. Towards you?
Yeah, towards me. You're actually causing tension right up here, right on what we call the suboccipital, or right where the skull meets the neck. There's a nerve there called the greater occipital nerve.
Right.
And compression on that over time can actually cause that nerve to kind of pinch on it and can cause pain going up around in your head.
Known as a headache.
Yeah, and cause headaches. Yep. So basically, we call them like neck headaches
Sure.
because they come from your neck. That's one thing already. That's the first thing. We'll go down into the neck itself. Why does the neck give you pain? Well,
Yeah.
we got
Go to Wilson.
Wilson. He's smiling right now, but he's going to be frowning in just a minute here because when he's smiling when he has good posture.
Heads up, ears are over the shoulders, everything's in line. The weight of your head, that 10-pound melon you have there, is balancing over your shoulders. It doesn't take a lot of muscle strength in your neck muscles to do that. However, when you go head forward posture, Wilson is going to demonstrate head forward posture. Bob's wrist muscles are an example of how the neck muscles work. And look at those muscles starting to bulge out a little bit. Go a little further, Bob. The further you go forward, it's actually exponential. It's more and more weight is multiplied by the mechanics of it. And look at that. Now, if you held that ball there for about 10 minutes, your wrist muscles would start to burn and get painful.
Yeah, eventually that's what's going to happen.
The same thing happens to your neck muscles.
Yep, they fatigue and they all start giving you pain. And pretty much every inch you move forward, that's 10 more pounds of stress on those forearms or the neck muscles. So, and what'll happen is actually the pain might not be just excluded to or exclusive to the neck. The pain from neck pain can also refer down into the upper back, into the
right. The traps and down lower, and also in the spine. You could actually be causing a disc problem leading to a pinched nerve, and then the pain can go in the shoulders, down the arm, into the hand.
Yeah, it's amazing how much posture affects things. I mean,
Right.
and of course, see if you get a rounded upper back too, that can cause mid back pain.
Mhm.
What a lot of people don't know is that it actually affects your shoulders.
The mechanics of your
Yeah.
shoulders.
So if I'm forward like this, first of all, let's show you, a regular shoulder. I'm in good posture here. The shoulder goes all the way up,
Yep.
even on this old man. So when I lean forward like this, now watch. That's as far as I can go. And because it's not going as far as it should, it's actually hitting the block right here.
Yep.
It's actually impinging on
Right.
my tendons here. And if you do that over time, let's say you have bad posture and you're doing a lot of overhead activity, you actually could be fraying the tendon.
Right.
And eventually you could get a rotator cuff tear.
Sure.
So it's all part of the continuum, not a good continuum, by the way.
And it's not only just leaning forward, but if your shoulders are rounded forward, that'll do the same thing there. And then if I go back in good posture, it's just the basic mechanics.
Yeah, we're exaggerating. I mean, you don't even have to, let's say you're just a little bit forward like this and a little bit like this. The shoulder still doesn't want to go up and it's
Right.
still impinging.
You bet. Go
So-
ahead, give it a try.
Yeah, give it a try. Get in good posture and compare it to bad posture. Number 5, it's going to affect your breathing, and breathing is really important for relaxation and even controlling anxiety.
Oh,
They
right.
said like anxiety and panic attacks can actually be caused by shallow breathing, and when
Which
you're
can be caused by poor
poor
posture.
posture, the diaphragm can't expand like it should,
Right.
and that's going to result in shallow breathing, which it gives you that anxious feeling.
Not only that,
So
the rib cage does a great amount of expansion and contraction when you breathe deep, and when you're slouched forward, it locks that up as well. So it's a double-edged sword.
we used to focus on this a lot, Brad. My son, I know your daughter too, a long distance runner,
Hmm.
and it's amazing what a difference would make if we work on the kids' postures when they're running.
Sure.
This one kid, he was kind of slumped like this. We got him up, and his times improved greatly. He was getting more oxygen as
Oh,
he was
right,
running. So,
right.
the last thing that we're going to mention is that, and this is pretty obvious too, if you're like in bad posture, especially in like a slumped sitting posture like
Hmm.
this, you're actually putting a compression on your abdominal muscles, and which is putting pressure on the stomach, small intestine, large intestine. And if it's going to affect your digestion and your
Hmm.
ability to elimination. So
Sure.
you can't do the jobs basically.
Can't go
you,
poop.
you can't poop if you can't be efficiently, and you're gonna feel more uncomfortable
Right. Yeah.
because
The whole torso is designed to
to
have
be
good
to be
posture,
upright.
to
Yeah,
be efficient and work well. So, just another reminder: we do a number of videos on posture, but it's for a good reason.
yeah, yeah. I think you can all benefit from a daily reminder on this. So,
There you go. So
so,
make sure you tell your kids sit up straight at the supper table, otherwise they can't eat their peas.
so I got a question: Does a
What?
bear sit in the woods? I mean,
Why,
I don't
Bob?
know.
Why?
We're
Let's
practicing.
finish this one
All
up.
right. Thanks for watching.